That's Uncle Bob's magic carburetor.
Yep.
Nice.
That we can't touch that now.
So don't even touch it. I'll fondle this one. Don't touch it.
Yeah, don't touch that one. I can't even imagine why your neighbor don't like you. Because I always tell everybody timing number is just it's just a number.
Because we're gonna put a kit on that. Just a small, very small plate kit. All right, we're back, and we've had to skip ahead a couple sections here on you because Joe got focused in on it and is like, must fix this, see what's going on. Trying to fix this dip. Okay, so we have changed the valve springs. You just seen we're changing the valve springs. Got the valve spring changed. Made hit. It's identical, exactly the same. Same dip, same everything. So I said, all right, man, we got to go because Kyle's going testing over at Ford Fest with his drift car. We got to go. So we're going to have to do this later. Well, Joe got the bug up his butt, and so he goes, well, I got to just do it, and I got to check it out. So it's got an intake manifold change on it. What you would think would make the change. Guess what? Let's go look at it. All right, so here's the pull with the valve spring only change. So dual plane manifold, same carburetor, everything's exactly the same. Change the valve spring to more valve spring. Same dip. It's like, oh my gosh, okay. So we're thinking it's just gotta be intake manifold. Joe gets all super motivated and puts it on there, and guess what? Did exactly what you think. Lost some low end torque, low end power, exact same thing. Gets dippy right here, comes back, and still dips down. All right, so let me get rid of those. All right, and now we come into, Joe started thinking, okay, there's gotta be, maybe there's something with the ignition system. So getting you guys all thinking here. Change camshaft, dip still there. Changed valve spring, dip still there. Changed intake manifold, dip still there. Let's go after the ignition. New distributor, new ignition, new everything, correct? Yep. Yes, all right.
Locked out pro billet.
Yep, just a locked out pro billet. And what does that do? That does, whoop, still has the dip. This number up here where it gets a little bit better, I'm discounting that because I think it's just recovering from this gall darn dip. So, we have now changed intake manifold, springs, camshaft, did the same thing with the carburetor. So the only thing that we have left on this thing is to change the fuel pump and just the fuel system. So we're gonna go in there and change that real quick and then come back and with the mixed pulse. We just converted to my fuel system. So this is just our big electric pump, our normal carburetor regulator. Now this is something we normally have like on a 2,000 horsepower kind of deal. So it's a lot of pump and then just run into the carburetor. So the only thing that is different now is fuel pump. All right, we're gonna really have to think about this and figure this out. Why it would do this. I'm not 100% sure what the deal is, but that is gone. This is let's look at the result table here. Now see, look at that. This thing actually has a slight rich. It is actually now 12.5 or 12.59, 5.7, 6.0, 5.8, 5.9. Where it used to go lean, it's now going a tick rich. But that is astronomically smoother, better then, let's see, sorry, I got to back up here and find it. Yeah, that is astronomically better. Actually, it's better everywhere. It still has just a little bit, but it's actually inverted and then smoothed out all the way through here.
And that peak might be a little like not correct.
Yeah, this peak was probably just a recovery kind of thing. Let's see if we look here on. Oh, yeah, it's actually that one. There you go. Yeah. How much better, how much smoother this thing is. Way better up here. Way better there. And all right, so I know we're getting a little in the weeds here, but I brought up one of the other poles. So there's so many in through here. But this one was where is nearly identical all the way through the bottom. And then it would just go through this weird harmonic deal where it's all the same, dips down, recovers, and then falls off. Dips down, recovers, falls off. Now, has a minimal dip. I think that would just be regular tuning there. And then just keeps on carrying with that red. That is something else. So I'm not 100% sure, Joe, there's something weird going on there. I cannot believe just putting an electric pump on that did that thing. Now is the magic time that we need to bring in one of the carb gurus, and he's got some pretty interesting stories too on what he drives and why he drives it. It was pretty funny. So let's go over here and let's see who's coming in the door. Oh, and here he is. Yes, sir, the man himself. All right.
I brought
Get
you
on.
2 specimens.
Oh, nice.
Every machine shop or every dyno guy has a magic carburetor.
Oh, we have the magic carburetor on there right now.
Everybody has one.
Yeah, that carburetor works on 1,000 horsepower stuff, big blocks, small, 300 horse. For some reason, it just works. Don't ever take the balls off it. Don't look at it. You got
This
a magic
is Uncle
carburetor.
Bob's.
That's
magic
Uncle Bob's
carburetor.
magic carburetor.
Yep.
Nice.
That we can't touch that now.
Don't even touch it. I'll fondle this one. Don't touch it.
Yeah, don't touch that one. So this is just an out-of-the-box 750 E85 carburetor.
Okay.
That's the one that we dynoed my brother's 327 on that made like 521 horsepower.
Oh.
Out of the box.
Nice.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch that one either.
I brought this just in case because I'm a big fan of spacers, especially
big fan of
that
super
spacer.
suckers?
Yeah, I like them. I like them. And then that's Bob's super secret gas carburetor, his magic carburetor.
The magic carburetor.
Yep.
All right. Awesome.
I like that guy.
Yep. Here, let's go in there and then I'll explain to you what we had just found out on that dip, because you said that you watched the video.
I did.
And you saw the dip.
Yep.
I'll go in there and I'll show you what we found out. It's pretty interesting.
All right, let's go.
So we did the camshaft change, and then we changed valve springs, thinking maybe it was a valve spring issue. It was
Right.
not a valve spring issue.
Right.
And it's like, okay, maybe it's just something going on with that dual plane manifold. Put this intake manifold on. Mm-hmm. Didn't care. Same dip. Made more horsepower, but it had same dip. Okay. Mm-hmm. So never changed carburetor, did anything. Then Joe started thinking, okay, maybe there's something going on with the ignition, whatever.
Yeah.
New ignition system, same freaking dip. Same power, same freaking dip. And then he put on my electric fuel pump system because we had a mechanical fuel pump on it. Just a regular mechanical fuel pump. And the one thing that, if you notice in the graphs, it always would go, it would start out pretty flat and it had this little lean spike right where it dipped. So you'd get lean, power would dip, and then it'd come back and the fuel numbers would come back too. I always just kind of thought it was in the carburetor, but changing the fuel pump and only the fuel pump fixed the dip and fixed the lean spike at 5,800.
I would have never guessed
Instead, now it goes a little rich.
I would have never guessed that because an engine at 400 or 500 horsepower on gas doesn't really use a whole lot of fuel.
I know, you wouldn't think it'd care.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't think it would care. I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't.
Yeah.
So it must have been inconsistent fuel pressure, fuel volume.
If I had to guess, maybe a harmonics issue with, did it have a lightweight push rod in it?
No.
No.
That's probably it.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah, so small block Chevys, your standard small block and big block fuel pump push rod, they're pretty heavy. Moroso, and there's a handful of companies that make a lightweight push rod
Yeah.
to help
would
that.
explain why.
I've seen the lightweight push rods, but never. long since passed the lightweight push rod mode in my life.
Yes, yes.
I just haven't seen it.
It makes sense because it was only acting up at higher RPM.
No, at 1 RPM. All the time it was 58.
Well, probably a harmonics.
58.
Just like a valve spring.
Yeah.
It's just like a valve spring. You've got a valve spring on a fuel pump, basically. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is pretty interesting.
Yeah, they make.
So the
lightweight
spring that's in the pump. Yeah, so it's a valve spring. It's a valve spring. It's a push rod. It's a rocker arm.
Yeah.
It is a little mini valve train right there.
It
It's a
is.
rocker arm on the pump. It's moving the diaphragm, spring, and a push rod.
I was watching that video last night, and I guess I didn't pay attention that you had a mechanical pump on it. But even if I had seen that, I don't know that I would have really picked up on that.
Yeah.
You know, I was reading the comments, and it was a lot. There was a lot of people thought valve springs, and that's a pretty good guess. You know, because you change cams. I have seen that though.
Yeah.
I have seen that. I have not on a dyno. I haven't had the experience to work on a dyno like you have, until I, started working with Bob. But I've seen that in practice in cars where, it'll run really good till you get to high gear, run a quarter mile. And once it gets up there in that RPM range and it just hovers there.
Oh, it hangs in it instead of driving through it. Yeah. Which is a typical valve spring problem.
Yeah. And
they'll accelerate through something fine.
Yep.
But if they've got to maintain there, then it's unhappy.
Yeah. I went through that a long time ago with my Nova when I had a mechanical pump on it. Huh. 8th mile, fine. You go out there quarter mile, oh, it's valve springs. I put valve springs and bought valve spring testers and special tools to put valve springs on in the car, and fought.
Dang.
Nah.
That is a pretty simple
it's been years.
$25 fix.
I wonder if
Yeah.
we should try a lightweight push rod, see.
Well, I mean, you've already cured it. But
We've already cured it now, but
But it's
we
good
can go back
information.
and figure it out. Good information.
It's good information.
When we put it together for the giveaway, we'll put a lightweight push rod in.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, and different pumps. So.
Right. Yeah.
So it's time to fire this thing up. Put my magic carburetor on, or Uncle Bob's magic
Just
carburetor
put the magic
on.
Yeah, I'll even let you install it because obviously I'm not qualified to touch it.
Wow.
Look at that.
Look at this guy.
I know. Yeah.
So you
So
got Uncle Bob's magic carburetor, and we got the magic.
Then
spacer,
E80.
too.
Oh, the magic spacer. Then the yeah. So we'll run it exactly as is. We'll leave our spacer on it. This is a super sucker too, isn't it? It's just a 1 inch. Oh, this is an open spacer.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's the Dominator. It has the super sucker. So we'll leave it exactly as is. We'll just bolt the carburetor on.
Yep.
So we've already got this. Everything's all running, warmed up. Everything's all cool. It'll be a nice A/B test. Just see what it does.
All right.
And it's still 93 octane gas. It's just pump gas.
Okay.
All right. Yep. All right. Cool. Let's do that. Carburetor on. To be actually very accurate, I still have not even touched this carburetor because I'm only these are my fittings. See, I can touch it right up to there. I've not touched the carburetor. So I've made this line and put the fittings on. Not touched it. Joe hasn't even touched it. He's got gloves on. There's no Steve Morse Engine's DNA on there yet.
So what did it make on the last pull?
Let's look at it real quick.
527.
527.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's been hovering right in that range. We'll give her a couple pulls, let it even out, make sure everything's all good. I think it's going to be right there.
All right.
Even idle's right. That is one of the key signatures of the magic carburetor.
It is always
everybody's magic carburetor starts up and idles on whatever engine it goes on. How is that possible?
It's a carburetor. It's the gift from God. The gift that keeps on giving.
That's right. It keeps on metering all the time. magic carburetor doesn't work if I don't turn the fuel pump on.
Bob's magic carburetor finally took a hit.
I think it is been taking a hit. But I was watching though too as we were running. Lean.
It's lean?
Lean.
Wow.
Like lean.
Huh.
Lean.
Lean.
Yeah, there's an average of 13.89 versus an average of 12.7.
Wow, that is lean.
I seen it when I rolled in. It sounded a little lean.
Mm-hmm.
And it was.
I'll be darned.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the first time. Anything we've ever put it on, it was lean or rich or anything.
I bet you it would make more horsepower though if it put some jet in it.
But we're not allowed to do that.
But it's
It's kind of neither here nor there really, because what we're trying to do is put E85 through it.
Right.
right.
But
That's why you're here.
right. I mean, I just wanted to put that on there just to test it, because the magic carburetor on our dyno isn't necessarily the magic carburetor on every dyno.
Maybe not.
But
Maybe not.
yeah, we've
I think with probably that's a little bit off, but I don't know, probably 3 or 4 jet sizes on that.
probably
Right,
three to 4 thousandths per jet. But in all fairness, I don't think we've ever really. Yeah, we've run it with and without spacers before, but typically we run it with that 4-hole spacer, but that's quite a bit off.
We could put the spacer. Let's put the spacer on it before we do that.
What?
That 4-hole super sucker. Run it the way you guys normally run it, because I would imagine it should pick up signal to it with that.
Wouldn't it
Typically
make
they
it
do.
leaner?
Huh?
Wouldn't that make it leaner?
No, make it richer.
They make it richer.
Really?
So it might just come back around. So it's the same height, and it's just the super sucker design versus an open spacer.
No, mine's an inch taller than mine.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, yours is a tall one.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it, because I just be curious, because we would run that on the E85 one anyways too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So we're gonna
If
end up
you want
doing
to.
it. Yeah, let's do it because it's on there.
See,
I think we need to be just a tick more fair with it. Run it the way you guys normally
Oh, it
run
doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
I thought.
Well, we're
we'd
not.
bring
Yeah,
it
we're
there
not. We're
just
not
to try.
getting. We're not getting his carburetor. He's not selling it to us. But yeah, so let's do it just to be fair, because I think that would be, and it'd be interesting too, just to see what it does.
Okay.
So let's make the hit on it and see where we're at.
I haven't had a seizure yet, so.
The new lights that we had to have Nate, the camera guy, explain all the functions of it. So this new strobe light function, I knew that you'd hit the light, and then if you hold it, it would dim or go brighter. But I did not know that you could turn it on and then have it strobe. We're trying to send, and then we have, see right here, this is still Bob's magic carburetor that I cannot touch. This is it right here, and this is the super sucker. I'm allowed to touch that. That's cool. All right, super sucker. All right, so remember these are on the merch store. You could win this engine, possibly get entries to win this engine just by buying this flashlight, which is black light. Oh, let me show you the black light. So this is interesting too. That is oil or fuel residue. Oh, that's fuel residue right there.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Or the pointer, no touchy. The light, just so you can see normal stuff, but the black light so you can see stuff you're not supposed to see. Yeah, crazy. Anyways, all right, let's test out this super sucker. Let's get this thing rocking. made leaner.
Leaner?
It did.
I'm learning things every day.
Yeah, I know. We learn things every day. I do too. When it rolled into it and I seen it and it was hesitant and I saw it flash 15 too. I go, ooh.
I was starting to panic a little bit. I'll be honest.
Panic?
You can't. I mean, 15s, wide open, approaching max torque.
Scared.
He is scared.
You're scared, yeah. it is. Ouch! I bet it is nearly. You'd have to just make pass after pass after pass, like this to hurt something like this, even that far out to lunch. Something like one of those, or the wagon.
Maybe a truck pull application or a boat or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something that you'd really especially lower horsepower like this, man. They're really hard to hurt with tune-up stuff, unless you got timing would probably kill you, but lean never really kills you. Lean on something like the wagon, it has like about a 0.2 second range of life.
Yeah.
Where if it goes lean, it's hurt.
I'm really surprised because that carburetor, we've never had to touch it. We've never had to do anything with it. And it's always made really good power, which it still did. But I'm just really surprised that it's lean up here.
Oh, now it's averaging 14.2. Yeah, it's just, it did lean it up. I'm surprised.
I am surprised. Because typically...
Joe is feeling totally vindicated.
He is. Because
Look at the look on his face.
yeah,
I said.
he did. He did say it.
It should go lean, and we're going, it should put a little more fuel.
Well, I mean, usually, the idea behind those spacers is to increase velocity through the venturi. And anytime you increase velocity through a venturi, it should pull harder on the booster and pull more fuel through the same jet with the same air bleed package.
Right.
But
Whereas
that's
this
not
open
what we're seeing.
Where
Right.
you just all you're doing is increasing plenum volume,
Yes.
and that's weakening the signal.
Right. Technically. Not always. What the fudge. All right.
All right. Well,
Hopefully
enough.
The 85 carburetor's not lean.
Yeah, let's. I don't know. What was the last thing I was on?
Jeremy's 327.
Oh. I would think. I don't know why it would be lean there, but that one probably wasn't lean either.
No.
Oh.
What's the elevation here? I mean, I know it should.
600 feet.
Oh,
Where are you?
we're about 1,400 feet. So that is a little different, but
A little different. What's the air today is? It's 29.7 is the barometer.
if I'm not mistaken, Bob's at 11 to 1,300 feet, somewhere in there. I have to call him and ask him. But I know in our general area, about 1,100 feet is about where we're at. I didn't realize this place was so much lower, but really, I mean, yeah, I guess it would affect it a little, but I wouldn't think it would affect it that much.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought it affected that much either. 600 foot, 500 foot. All right, let's do the E85 now, and we'll change the whole fuel set, or I'll just fuel over because it's got enough pump on it. So this will be interesting on the E85.
Got something special right here for you guys.
Oh boy.
This is 1 ethanol R.
Oh yeah?
Same fuel I run my drift car on.
Same fuel and
Great fuel.
I've used that stuff.
What's that?
What's it gonna do to this engine, you think?
It's gonna make it a certified ripper is what I think it's gonna be.
All right.
I don't know. Man, I didn't know.
Certified
I didn't know it went right to certified ripper.
This is E85, so this is ethanol plus 117.
Yeah.
This is pretty.
Versus a pump, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
I've used that stuff before in the Malibu. It smells good. I know that.
Smells good.
Oh.
That's sweet corn juice.
Corn liquor.
Yeah. Then, Kyle, I think you should take Bill for a ride in a drift car.
Because you've never been in one.
You've never been in a drift car. It's cool.
It's an experience.
It is.
Have you gone for a ride in the drift car?
Yeah, I drive it. Well, I haven't driven it yet. We're gonna go to the track. Old Kyle's giving me a look.
So yeah, I've driven it.
No, I've driven your car, but I mean not on a track. But yeah, I mean it actually is. as a drag racer, it is way more interesting than what you think. It's pretty fun. I can see why there is a big attraction to it. Yeah.
They do carbureted drift cars. That's a thing.
Well, yeah. We could do a carbureted drift car engine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The bill spec.
Yeah, Bill spec.
Bill spec.
We've gone from 93, is that what we had, 93 octane pump gas?
Yep.
And now we've got one ethanol E85.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where's the ignition timing set at?
42 degrees.
That's quite a bit
Yeah.
for pump gas. Have you tried more?
Nope, but it looks like it would take more.
Because
Yeah.
I always tell everybody timing number is just it's just a number. That's all it means.
See? I say that all the time. It's just a number. It's just a number.
It's just a number.
AFR numbers are just a number. Doesn't matter.
Always give it what it wants.
Right.
That's what we say about our wives. We just haven't figured out what
Yeah.
what they want.
Well, I know
Just
what
give it
mine
what
wants. She wants a new kitchen.
Oh. I think you should give it to her, Bill.
So with this, so switching from 93 pump to good ethanol, what do you think? Do we need to make a timing adjustment?
No, I would back it up just the way it is. To always start with changing one thing at a time.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised that it doesn't take more timing, especially on that fuel, because the compression ratio isn't much. It can't be if it's run on 93 octane.
Yeah, it's about 10 to 1.
10 to 1. So it's a flat top piston with what's CC head?
I don't remember.
Like a 76 or
Those
something.
are those would be a big
I
one.
think it was 74. I
Yeah,
actually
so it's-
measured it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would.
72 is the normal for that head.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would
64,
guess that it would probably take more timing. I would say 2, 3, maybe 4 degrees.
Yeah, it probably would. So we could be there. We could be in the 45, probably 45 degrees of total timing range,
Possibly.
which sounds insane, but if the plugs are happy and the engine's happy, it doesn't matter what
Doesn't matter.
what the number is. But it is reflective of how inefficient it is that we need that much timing. But is what it is. That in particular is 60-year-old technology as far as the combustion chamber,
Right.
piston. That is 60-year-old technology.
Right.
It ain't LS. You can't put that much time in an LS. I can tell you that right now.
You cannot.
You cannot.
It's not a good idea.
No. No.
So in general, do you typically run less timing or more with 85? Like
About the
switching-
same.
About the same.
Now, Steve knows more than I've ever known about this stuff, but I have noticed that, especially on the 85, the heat range of the spark plug will lie to you a little bit about your timing on the strap. Have you noticed that?
It does have a cold
Not much.
plug in it.
Well, okay, that'd be all right. But I mean, I've taken from like a 9 to a 10 plug, and the timing that looks good on a 10, you put it on a 9, and it's just, you got to find that sweet spot where you're working with on plug heat range. And then of course, if it's nitrous, you know, that changes things too.
Right.
You're gonna run colder, but typically E85 always makes more horsepower and torque. And what are the reasons for that, in your opinion? There's several, but
I think it's probably one of the primary reasons is cooler fuel. So similar to what methanol would be. So honestly, and especially in carbureted form, I think it's probably vast majority is a cooling effect. And then the secondary effect is we can run more timing in it.
well, you have to usually. But I have always thought that anytime you can put more liquid into the chamber and compress it, your dynamic cylinder pressure will be higher. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a pretty deep thought. That's right. I'm just saying that's pretty
Well, I
deep
mean-
thought. Most people don't think like that, but yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No.
So anytime that you can take a given cylinder volume and you add air and fuel to it, when you're running a fuel that requires more fuel, more liquid, and you introduce that into the chamber, as that piston comes up to top dead center, your cylinder pressure is going to rise slightly faster. Would you agree?
Yep.
Or higher?
Yep. You know who knows this kind of stuff? Clay Milliken.
Yeah.
You can comment because I know you're watching.
Clay's my buddy.
Well,
He's a
Yeah.
good dude.
Yeah, just comment on that if you do happen to watch this one.
And
That's
so
interesting.
when the cylinder pressure does rise, you would think it would need more timing, and it may, but sometimes the reason it won't need as much timing is
It's effectively raised its compression
yes,
ratio.
yeah. So everything's moving around. Everything moves around as far as ignition timing. It depends on how much heat you run in the engine. The hotter you run the engine, the less timing you need. But if you leave the timing alone and you run the engine warmer, you're effectively increasing the timing.
Right.
Would you agree with that statement?
You're leaving the
Effectively.
engine, leaving it running a hotter engine. Yeah,
Combustion chamber
it
is hot.
effectively would not tolerate as much timing.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Maybe that's
because
what
it's
I
hot.
should say.
Because it's
Yeah.
hot. It's hotter altogether. Hotter, be hotter air. Same thing as hotter air.
I always
Basically,
say
hot
it's
engine,
like-
hot air.
It's like baking a cake. You can have all the best ingredients, but too much of egg, too little of flour, or if you don't bake it long enough or you bake it too long,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna taste very good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
You know
lots of
what I
ways of screwing stuff up.
Yeah.
Now,
We figure them out.
we had this conversation on the previous video when we ran pump gas on the 13-to-1 big block. I mean, we were talking about how the lower octane stores more energy or potential energy, or whatever. Is there any kind of argument there with ethanol? Would ethanol have more energy?
It has less energy.
So it's almost like higher octane fuel.
Somewhat, yeah.
And okay, so I had a fuel engineer call me, actually email me, and then called me about the whole fuel situation and what the actual truth is on it. So it is geez, I just forgot the terminology. Just got old real quick.
I hate it when that happens.
I know I hate it when it happens. I forgot the terminology, but it's in my Steveism. It is not. He says the energy is the same. He says what it is it is the flash point of the fuel, what the moment or what it takes to ignite. So that flash point. It's not the right word for. Gosh, it's can't remember what it is, but it's the flash point. So that's what is required in timing and why it takes more timing for the fuel. But the fuel actually has the same amount of energy from pump gas to a big race gas application. It is the same, but the higher the octane, that higher octane race fuel takes longer to ignite. But once it's ignited, it's the same.
Okay.
It's the same as pump gas. But it is that moment to ignite. I can't remember the word. You gave me the word
That's
because
why
I
you
recognize
can-
it.
You can run more booze.
Yeah, because it's more resistant to pre-ignition.
Right.
Yes.
Is
Now-
what it's all about. So if you just think about everything in pre-ignition terms,
Now here's something that this is a billism.
a billism.
A billism.
You have
I
a
have-
billism shirt?
No, I haven't got a billism shirt. But one thing that I have noticed when we were running streetcars on E85 and spraying them, there is a certain cylinder pressure and a certain cylinder heat, whatever. Like I said, we're making a cake. You got all these different parameters. But when you're running pump E85 that has 87 octane pump gas mixed in it, it's there to help light the mixture. That's one of the reasons it's in there.
Yep.
The other is so that you can't drink it. But that 87 octane, once it would reach a certain cylinder pressure or a certain temperature, whatever, it would pre-ignite, and then your timing goes out the window.
Mhm.
And when we were spraying Tommy's truck and Billy's truck, 300, 350 horsepower, and 12 and a half, 13-to-1. I mean, we were working them pretty hard. And man, I'll tell you what, I had to start mixing my own E85. I would take a drum of, say, pump E85 and test it. Say it tested at E80 or E85. I would pump, I think it was 7 gallons of pump E out of the drum and put 5 gallons of 117 octane race gas in it.
Mhm.
And I'd never heard it.
Yeah.
But the instant you turn 2 kits on pump E85 on a nitrous small block Chevy, or we'd nip a head gasket, or, you know, we would burn a strap on a plug, or, but you got to be really careful, because I know a lot of the boost guys say it don't matter, it don't matter, it don't matter. Well, if you're intercooled,
Oh, it matters.
it matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it definitely matters on nitrous. Definitely matters on nitrous. Especially if you've got a camshaft that's on edge for spraying nitrous to begin with. For instance, that last one, the hydraulic roller I had in my 421, the Malibu, made 250 pounds cranking pressure just turning it over.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty high.
Oh, yeah. But man, that thing ran good.
Yeah.
Oh, it ran good. But boy, you had to be careful throwing 350 to it.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The window, the tuning window
It gets really small.
was really small.
Mhm.
But boy, did it really run good. Even just on motor, it ran so much better. So I'm one of these guys that I like everything. I want it all. You know what I mean? I don't want sloppy slobbering on motor and then run really good. I want it. I want both. I want everything. And so I've always been really, the kids say that I'm crazy because they, oh, you don't want the tuning window that narrow, but I do. You know, I want it.
It's got to run good on and off nitrous
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, that's how I've learned, by tearing stuff up.
That's how we learn.
That's how we learn.
That's how.
And I've torn up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I learned.
Because that magic. Oh, we at some point in time here we are going to do and I think I'm going to do it on that LS over there, maybe on something else. A AI tuned, like literally just we're gonna chat GPT, generate the tune, mother trucker. And let's see how good you do versus human tune.
Yeah.
Because it is that experience of understanding what broke and what you did to fix it is not generated in AI. But it's not generated, and the only reason I said that is because I was going to go and say that there's also no program out there, you just enter in all your numbers, AI or not, that kicks out, oh, this is exactly how you do it. That would, because if that was true, that would imply that that was perfect, and there would be no, if it was able to do that, that'd be like saying there's never any advancement in computer technology. Your computer is outdated before you went to the store to buy it. Okay, there's everything's new and gets developed, which means where we're at is not perfect. We're still learning and figuring it out, which also means there's no engineering rule for it. It always kind of sets off engineers sometimes, but there is no. A lot of times we do some things that the engineers write the rules off of because they haven't experimented enough to figure out that something happens. You do this, you know, x plus y equals z over here. Sometimes it might equal p, whatever, because we did something different. It's like, oh, why did it do that? And then you can back it up and you can write some math formula for it. But yeah, there's no way of doing any of this without trialing it. I'm a firm believer.
Real world testing, not on paper.
Yep. We hurt stuff on a bigger level.
More expensive level.
More expensive level, bigger level. It's just freaking great. Just freaking great.
We learned so much.
We learned so much. Oh, the learning never stops.
Now this is interesting because I had a buddy of mine that has an LS and a '69 Camaro, and I'm going to go visit him while I'm up here. And he bought a carburetor from ATM, put it on, and he's right here locally in Michigan. And he took his to a dyno, and he's like, "We had to jet it up." I'm like, "I've never had to jet an ATM carburetor up." There's something in the air here in Michigan.
Maybe you're onto something with the elevation thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, but so he had to jet his up substantially, and then he put it on a different engine, and then he called me the other day. He's like, "Man, now I got to jet it back down." I'm like, interesting. Now, typically my train of thought is that anytime that you have an engine that breathes harder, moves more air per crank revolution. It's going to draw harder on the carburetor, draw a stronger signal, and therefore you may have to reduce jet. Typically, not always, but typically. So just very interesting that, because neither one of those carburetors have ever been apart, never been touched. And they've always made really good power down at Bob's. The only difference, you know, of course the dyno, but you use the same software that Bob does. Same thing.
Yeah, but I can hear it in there too.
Yeah.
I can hear it laid. That one isn't even laid over. It didn't save that data. We'd have to rerun it, but I wouldn't want to even rerun it on there. I think we should just throw some jet at it.
Have you got jets here we can swap in?
You got just a standard Holly jet on?
No, it's an ATM jet. They go by the orifice size, pin size. So there's a conversion chart we can get online and just use a Holly jet in it. But it's really interesting that both of those carburetors are so lean, because down home they're right on the money. Interesting. Very interesting.
Any similar
here?
Evidently. You know? Evidently.
It's a Michigan, Ohio thing.
oh boy, here we go.
We got that all started. Bill's changing jets in this, and Bill and Joe are changing jets. One thing I wanted to show you was, had some people question because they didn't see that we did. It does have all 1/6 rocker arms on it. Did we go from 1/5s to all 1/6s, or didn't we? I thought we did the middle.
So we
did 1/5s on the intake.
We started all 1/5s.
Yes.
Then we did the manifold change.
Yep.
Then we put 1/6 on the intake this time.
Yeah, 1/6 on the intake, and then we ended up putting 1/6s on the exhaust also.
Yes. We never did the
Yeah, we didn't flip it back around, but it has all 1/6s on it. These are the springs that we took off of it. And I just saw the rocker arm sitting there. It's like, oh, you know, we probably should just mention that. So these are all things that we've changed on this deal. Now, you might also be thinking, gosh, you guys are going to wear that thing out. Good news. In the last week of the giveaway that we're doing on the Above Average Show, we're going to actually tear this thing apart on camera for you guys, look at everything, inspect everything, put rings, bearings, gaskets, and just do a nice general freshen up on everything so it's brand new fresh. And we're going to cover that probably on the last week. So remember, you need to go get some merch. We got really super cool merch. See your little ideas or samples here. Really cool stuff, including that light that I probably have to have 50 of those lights myself because I randomly leave them everywhere in the shop.
You have that problem too?
I have that problem. That's why I have to have more than one of everything. I usually have 4 or 5 so I can have one. I like to blame Kyle. I think it's our children's fault.
Oh, that's what I do.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, they had left my junk out somewhere.
Absolutely. It's always the kid's fault.
I know. I see he's in my toolbox and it's like,
Steve, the one nice thing that you do have here is everything is in one shop, because at my house, everything leaves my shop and goes to the back shop. Oh yeah. That's become a serious issue. Serious issue. We're going to have a demerit system here before long.
Kyle has a little shop at his house.
Does he?
Yeah. Of course, my wife says that everything that belongs at home is at the shop.
So these are 93 thousandths. And I'm guessing we're probably going to end up somewhere around at least 98 thousandths to 100 thousandths in the front, and probably 1/10s in the rear. That's a big change.
Okay.
That's a big change.
I've never jetted with actual diameter sizes.
Oh, really?
It's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, so if you go online, there's a Holly jet chart that gives a pin diameter for each jet size.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, there are, in some instances, 2 to 3 jet numbers of Holly jets that have the same pin size. The difference is they're either, they're drilled differently as far as the taper into the hole.
Okay.
Some of them are tapered in and some of them aren't.
Interesting. Do
Yeah.
you think it's better to tune with jet numbers or with
I always
pin size?
pin size.
Yeah.
That's how I always have done it, yeah.
86 Holly jet. 98,000. That makes sense. In a Holly jet. Okay. 92 is a Holly jet. Alrighty.
Still lean?
I ran it out of fuel because we're on a gasoline scale.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you typically put them at on a gasoline?
11.8, 11.9.
Yeah, I mean we're still averaging 13.3. Yeah. So, but it's gotten better here, 12.7 ish. Really lean on the bottom. When I rolled in there the first time, it didn't have anything there, but that's because I think the rear accelerator pump was empty. So that's why it stalled there. But I mean, that's making power already. I think it's going to get better. We can definitely make it better. But yeah.
I'm really intrigued at how far we're having to move the jets up here. I'm really, really surprised. Really surprised.
I don't know if it's just as much as in the engine combination or the just up here, but
I don't know. I'm legitimately shocked that we'd have to move the jets that far, because I've never had to do that down home. Never. In fact, most of these carburetors, we take them right out of the box and run them. They're like, if we mess with them, we usually hurt it. That's how close they are where we're at down home. But this is amazing that we've got to change them that much.
I think he's challenging me with Pearl. Pearl's no slouch. It actually has a 350 in it. 410. I hear it's 305 horsepower. Maybe it was 285 horsepower. It's pretty good. Well, it picked up some, but not a ton. We went from so the Holly jet size ends up being went from an 86 to a 86 92 to a 90 or I'm sorry 90 95. Yeah, 90 95 in it right now. And just looking at the average number to get a quick reference, it was 1330. Now it's 1293. So I mean it did richen it up maybe by 0.4. Definitely.
We're making wholesale changes on
definitely
jet.
0.4.
It's just not moving. You know, typically that would tell me that maybe we've got a fuel supply issue where we're running the bowl low on fuel towards the end of the pull, and the more we jet it up, the quicker it's going to happen.
Well,
if that's the case.
Well, it's richer as we make RPM and leaner on the bottom.
Is it?
Because, you know, at 6,500, we're 12.4.
Oh, okay.
It was 12.7. So it's gotten 0.3 better right there. And then up at the top, though, was 14.5, now it's 13.9.
Do you have any air bleeds here?
Uh-huh.
I think the next change we need to do is to reduce the high-speed air bleed substantially by like 5 or 6 thousandths of an inch and see what it does.
Okay.
Because we have gone up tremendously on the jet, and it's just not moving as much fuel up the main well as what I think it needs to, is what it says it needs to. And the only way to really get it to draw harder on the main well is to reduce the air bleed. So
7 and
is that 62?
yeah.
So let's drop those down to about 57, 55, somewhere in that area. Let's see if we can't get this thing to draw a little harder on that main well.
Richened up on average another 0.5, but now I'm thinking that just like we know that they're just numbers, I think the numbers are off. I think it's rich right now. I think we just proved that out, that I think it went back the other way a little bit. I think because the curve looks pretty good. 12.94, 7.8. It's a little. On average, it looks pretty much better than the rest of the curves. So I think I would maybe take a little bit of jet back out of it and then go for a timing number. What are you thinking?
This is a very peculiar situation because we have made wholesale changes to jetting and the high-speed air bleed that, in all honesty, I thought it would drown it. And it didn't. It did lose a little bit of power, so it shows that we are going a little bit past where we maybe need to be. But very, very peculiar.
And so I'm just thinking that our number is
Skewed.
skewed. Maybe, you know, 12.0 is actually, I mean, it looks that way too on the plug. It's definitely still short on timing, but the,
It's definitely rich.
yeah, it's definitely rich now.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably, my 12.0 is more probably reading, or it's reading 12.0, you know, it acts like it's 11.
And that's the hard thing about tuning with an O2 sensor. It's
only a tool.
It's only a tool. Like, this is an eyewitness to the scene.
Yeah.
The O2 sensor is somebody that was standing around the corner when it happened, and they think they saw something.
I heard. My neighbor said.
But spark plugs never lie. Spark
That's
plugs
right.
are eyewitnesses.
Right.
So,
Well, yeah. I mean, that spark plug, yeah, never lies. Well, I think we'll take a little bit of jet back out and let's go after that timing number. Unless we want to just throw some timing at it now while it's still a little on the rich side.
we could do that.
Yeah.
Look, we could throw a couple degrees in it and just see if it cleans it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously this wasn't a fresh plug.
No, it's brand new.
Oh, it was?
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I didn't think so.
That's had all sorts of pump gas run through it, so it's
I didn't think you guys been putting plugs in it.
Yeah, which sometimes makes it. I think it's sometimes a little easier to read, but
Yeah, there's no heat in that plug.
we could maybe. I don't have these. This is a short peanut plug. Too.
Yeah, they're a special plug. It's not like an NGK gasketed seat where you can just throw a different number in it, and
Right.
they're kind of a special plug.
Yeah, this is a 135.
what you have to be careful of, especially on small block Chevys where the distributor, any V8 engine where the distributor's in the back, driven off the cam, okay, is that there's timing chain flex, there's a little bit of cam core flex. And so that sitting there idling, the timing is at like 49 degrees. And when you rev it up and the oil pressure comes up, because the oil pressure is driven off the back of the cam, everything twists just a little bit. And so the ignition timing is at like 44, 45 degrees. Yeah, with the oil pressure up. You know, sometimes you fire up the dyno for the day and you think, we got this licked. It's going to be an easy day. And sometimes it just don't work out that way. Sometimes you got to really work for it. And today, unfortunately, is one of those days, you know. It's not always easy to just make more power. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes things throw you a curveball. Like I was talking to Steve a minute ago off camera that maybe those O2 sensors are skewed a little bit to the lean side because there could be a little reversion on the ends of those headers as close as the O2 sensors are to the end of the headers. And the headers have like a little vent cut in the side of them, the collectors. So I don't know if maybe that's, you know, throwing us a little bit of a curveball on the O2 readings. But, you know, obviously it's not as lean as the O2 sensors say it is. Can't be.
Can't be.
Can't be. So.
I go with the motto of, we don't do this because it's easy. We do this because we thought it was going to be easy.
Exactly.
Plug out of that other corner or something too. Well, that's super hard to read.
Yeah.
We blasted that spark plug. That's super hard to read.
Yeah, you can't read it.
Looks like it's just been blasted.
Yeah, it looks like it's still been blasted. Let's take out a couple other spark plugs there.
But
More
there's,
timing?
let's see. No, I wouldn't put any more timing in that. That's now honestly, this is not the proper way to do this. Like we should put fresh plugs in, but we don't have them. But Steve, you can look at that, but that looks to me like the timing is, we should not put any more in.
I ain't scared.
I know you're not. You're fearless.
I see this kind of stuff on boosted engine. I go, oh, that thing's got lots of room left to go. So I mean,
Typically,
it's either gonna like it or it don't. So I mean, let's put a couple more in it. We'll just see what it does, and likes it. It's fine. If it don't, it don't.
typically in my experience, when you're putting timing in them and they crank over and they don't kick back, you're pretty good shape. But once they start to kick back, that's usually a really good indicator that you're right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know if this one will kick back. I don't think it's got enough compression to really.
Yeah, I was just
You
gonna
know what I
say
mean?
that. Yeah.
10 to 1 is a little optimistic, but
Man, does that thing sound good for a 10-to-1 motor? I mean, my gosh.
That's a shelf cam too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if it had tighter lobe separation, it would really wake it up down low and probably carry it through the top end, because we're only turning this thing, what, 6,200?
65.
65? But it's making peak power at 61, 62.
Yeah, it kind of varies where it's at, but we have along that range.
Nice little motor. God, it sounds so good.
No, I like this thing.
Sounds really
You
good.
could win it.
Someone's gonna get a nice piece.
Mm-hmm.
See, you see the turn around, look out the window here at my wife.
Oh, hi, Val.
Does everybody see the shirt she's wearing?
Oh, what happened, honey?
We go to one Ford event and look what happens.
Oh my gosh. What are you doing? No.
I'm actually the original Mustang person. I got it for
Oh,
me, so
boy.
gotta take a little bit after his mom.
Well, let's put the spark plugs back in. Let's throw a little more timing at it and just see what it does.
Okay.
And we might be just capped out. What do you think it was going to make more horsepower on?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, usually 10 to 12, but usually the torque is considerably higher.
We'll overlay it.
Oh,
It
right.
probably makes a bigger difference if you have more pressure, though, right? I mean, if
I
you're
can,
12
yes.
to 1, you know, something like that. Something like this, it's so mild.
I just feel like there's something, we've hit the limit of something, and I don't know if it's the cylinder heads. What heads are on this?
World products, Sportsman series,
Okay.
with a little bit of buffing on them.
I would say, I just feel like that there's something in this combination that it just runs up against something, and I don't think it's the valve springs. Definitely not the intake manifold, but there's just something in this combination that right about that power level is just kind of
Done.
it's just capped, and I think it's probably the cylinder heads if I had to guess. But you know, it runs really good right up to 6,200. It makes really good torque.
All right, so we got where we're at here is the red line is the previous best gas. Green line is current best E85.
I mean, what I was thinking is that if the cylinder heads, the intake runner is too small for this particular combination, even though the E85 in theory should make more power, but you know, when you put 30% more fuel down the intake runner, it displaces some of the air. Is it possible that the cylinder heads themselves are just choking it to the point where it just cannot make any more power, can't move any more air?
This is an argument for a better, bigger shape port over airflow.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Eric.
Eric?
Oh, Eric.
Okay, yeah. I'm not an expert. He knows more than I've ever known, but I mean, I'm just trying to wrap my head around everything that we've seen today, and I don't know, it just seems to me like there's something that's holding it back at that RPM range. It's not the camshaft. It's definitely not the intake. It can't possibly be the carburetor. I mean, I've run that same carburetor on my car, and it doesn't seem to matter whether we put it on gas or E. It's pretty close, you know.
Yeah, it's capped out.
That's just it.
It's run up. It's got a cork in the system here somewhere. So
Somewhere.
it probably is a cylinder head.
Which, honestly, at the end of the day, I never thought this engine was going to make 530 horsepower. So we started out at what, like 460?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Just wanted it to be 450 horsepower.
Yeah, that was the goal, just to shoot,
Yeah.
you know, and we've made it this far. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
It's a nice little engine.
yeah.
Nice.
I mean, for what it is, it's a nice little piece.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I remember a day, I'm old enough. Joe's not quite old enough. Joe's definitely old enough.
Oh, thanks, Steve. Thanks.
To remember a 500 horsepower engine was a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
That was a big deal. Now we look at it and treat it like it stole something from us. Oh, let's try this. It ain't gonna hurt. Whatever. You know, no big deal. So it's 500 horsepower, 383 stroker, hydraulic roller, old school small block Chevrolet.
And you know what?
Wouldn't it be cool if you could maybe win this thing? Oh, that's right, you can. How about that? You can enter, go to our merch store. You can get a Steve-ism shirt, the Above Average Joe shirt. Oh, we do have flannels. They're up there on pre-order. The flannels are nice. They're cool. And of course, ladies, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. So for every $5 purchase, you can get an entry to win this. Or if you say, like my wife currently is, I'm not interested in that small block Chevy. I want Ford. I don't care.
Terrible thing.
You can use $10,000 so you can win this engine, or $10,000. Either way, doesn't matter to me. We'll build you a Ford or a Chrysler.
I'd love to build a Ford or a Chrysler, small block.
So anyways, appreciate Bill coming out here, helping us on this whole deal. And he's good. I think we're gonna go take him out for a drift.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a joke.
No, there's no joking here. We do not make fun
Not
things
with funds
here.
around.
Have you
That's
ever
right.
done this?
Have
you ridden in the drift car?
Actually, no, I have not ridden in this
Joe
specific.
should be doing it first. Yeah. Joe should be doing it first.
No.
I think-
There's only so much time in the day. You're next. So we're just gonna have Bill drift here. Kyle, look at him. Kyle's rubbing his
gonna
hands. And he's like, oh yeah.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
I'll take you for a ride.
All right, so let's go check this out. All right, so before we get out there and Bill goes out in the drift car, Joe was like all super excited. Oh, we really should test. We were gonna do it and we just never got around to it. My magic carburetor with all the timing in it, which is a lot.
On gas.
On gasoline.
Obviously.
Gasoline, all the timing in it. Our magic carburetor with the super sucker.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what this does.
What are your predictions?
Probably nothing.
No, I think it's actually gonna make more power.
I think it will too.
All right. I thought it might be able to make a little more horsepower in it, but I'm not disappointed. Let's see what.
Yeah.
But look at that. Now it is a little bit less on, which we would expect. The green line is E85. There we go. And the purple line is us brand new with our magic carburetor. Look how flat that curve is. That looks pretty good.
Stays in it all the way out. 65.
Look at that.
That's a nice curve.
That's pretty darn nice. Still has a little bit of a dip right there. A little bit has come back a little earlier, but not. It's negligible. But that looks really nice. That looks really nice. Let's see what our O2 is. 1287. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 529 and 501. That's pretty good.
Do we need to do it one more time because the oil's hot and always makes a couple more horsepower when
Oh my gosh. Joel just can't give up.
It's gonna be sleepy tonight. Well, but now the oil's warm and we could do one more.
It can make 2 more horsepower.
I mean, technically, they make 2 more horsepower.
Technically, maybe 1 more horsepower.
Oh, but
I thought it was 529 something.
Don't forget the 0.8.
0.8.
I know.
that's almost a full horsepower.
They've made 529.3 to 530.5.
1.5 more.
One and a half,
So
one
that's
and a quarter
exactly
more.
Half a horsepower more than E85.
Our buddy at Nitrous Express and our buddy Jimmy Dale is going to need to send us a kit because we're going to put a kit on that. Just a small, very small plate kit. And so that's going to be next week.
And I was nervous before.
And we're gonna do it on gas. So we're figuring out the perfect carburetor, the perfect everything for it. It might not be exactly this way. And if we do the plate system and we send it with the plate system, free nitrous kit. It won't have a super sucker plate on it. I think we might just leave that plate on it. So we're still figuring out all the bells and whistles here, but this thing is really pretty cool. All right, let's get Bill in that car. This is a sign of unsuredness. He's like, I could tell.
He's a little nervous. I'm gonna do him right though.
This is what peer pressure can do. We just keep on needling. Keep going.
I'm gonna get hazard pay out of this somehow.
Yeah.
That's your dad. I thought you were going to take him out.
He's done this a time or two.
Oh my God. I thought he was going to take you out with a quarter panel.
No, I didn't even think he was remotely close to me.
I can't even imagine why your neighbor don't like you.
I don't know. I've always think the exact same thing. How could you not like that? See, we had one neighbor over here that was over videotaping it because he likes it, and then one over here that is videoing because she hates us. It's a balance. Now, the normal position actually is to have your hand out the window, woo, like
really?
this. Oh yeah.
That's
yeah,
what I'm supposed to be doing?
Yeah, you're supposed to.
I thought I was supposed to be like sitting on the door jamb and then hanging onto the roof.
Oh
or
yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
takeover
no,
style.
That's takeover style. There's a difference.
That's a difference.
There's a difference between the takeover guys and drifting.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness, he just
This
spent
is
all his-
nothing. This
This
is-
isn't the takeover thing.
No, no. This is just a little bit of practice. This is Kyle going down the straightaway at 40, 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Whoop, 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 and then going all the way around, you know, a whole sweeping corner, and then coming into another
Like the takeover
corner.
kids. It looks a
No,
lot like the
no,
takeover kids.
This one is, well, I mean, this looks a little more like takeover, but this is, I'm just saying, this isn't. Drifting is not takeover. It's not even close. It's
So,
legit.
Synapsis, what's your first impression?
It's fun.
See? Told you. You want to do a donut in it?
No,
Okay. Well,
because I'll hit something, and it'll be my luck. It'll
have
be
to
my
move all-
Malibu.
We're gonna move all the cars inside if that was the case. So we're gonna put this car inside, build ready to take off.
Well, thanks for the ride, Junior.
absolutely.
Get me out of this thing.